This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready. 5'9".
Launch 49.
You want this? Hey, easy.
49.
Breeze now on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, easy.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
Let's go.
To throw is Breeze. Again has it complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Hey, yellow waiting. Hey, easy.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 49, guys. Mike, 49. It's outfield. It's outfield.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Trying to improvise. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
5'9".
49's the mic. Watch 49.
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Ready.
Right there. 50-foot.
Go right there.
Mike 5'4". Mike 5'4". Mike 5'4".
Here we go.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Kiko Alonso gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. To try again after the sack. Wilson, a battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Kamara. And an alley to run. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a third down and a yard to start things out. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. Third and goal. They go with a fullback line, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. They'll go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Tackle made by Rasheem Green. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56. Hey, easy.
Screen. Watch the screen. 49, guys.
Now Breeze on third down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
49's the mic. Watch 49. I'm on.
So here we go on fourth down with Breeze. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the ground, this is Kamara. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. A 10th carry for Kamara. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Breeze. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Check that.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Hey, guys, listen.
Check 25. Check 25.
Right.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Right. 90.
Mike 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full. Kill.
Here's Wilson. Going to throw again. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Right there.
All go special.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Where have we seen this before from Sean Payton?
That's ambush. We've seen that. What was it, Super Bowl 44?
44.
Right? New Orleans against the Indianapolis Colts. Right after the half, they get it done. I'm so sorry to jump in. I just violated partner and booth etiquette 101.
That's all right. If you come in with an ambush and you come in strong like that, I feel like it's justified.
My apologies, but boy, what a play.
Throwing is Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle coming from the safety, Trey Flowers. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
49's the mic, 149. He can't hang.
From the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Mike, 380. Mike, 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 20-yard touchdown. Well, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a 4th quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of...
It's caught inside the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Kill.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Check.
At the 17-yard line.
Here's Breeze. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
He's coming.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2.
11.
They'll try and run it here. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Now Kamara. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. Breeze now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. They run again with Carson down to the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On 3rd down, it's Carson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. Wilson throwing quickly out to Lockett. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be... Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints 17.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.